All right. Aloha. I hope everybody's doing well. This is the Transcendence series. This is part 3. We're going to be doing feel spaciousness. So, in case this is the first one you've seen, we've been doing see spaciousness and hear spaciousness. And then this is going to be feel spaciousness. So if you think about it, we got the 3 sensory categories of everything that we see, everything that we hear, and then everything we feel, which will include, taste and smell within the feel range. Within that feel category is an entire range of sensory experiences that we can feel, whether it's emotional or physical. And all of those happen within a range, right? And by a range, I mean we feel something over here, we feel something over here, feel something here. There's a space within where we feel uh, arises, right? So just like you can hear all the space around you, you can see all the space around you, you can feel within a certain range of space. In this case, it's going to be the whole of the body. And that includes the emotional aspects of the body. And what we're going to be trying to do is feel the whole space of feeling, not just the individual aches, pains, or tweaks, or whatever more fine sensory experiences that we have within our felt presence. But we're going to try and open up the aperture to the spaciousness in which feeling arises and try and take in the whole and not just focus on any one little thing. But it might take a little work, so let's get started. All right, feel spaciousness. Let's go ahead and stretch up, settle in to your position as usual. Just do the best you can. If you can't sit in a nice upright position, you do the best you can. Work with what you got, right? So let's go ahead and close our eyes now if you're comfortable with that. If not, you can always just do kind of an open-eyed, soft gaze, looking forward. Try not to focus on anything, as we're going to be focusing on what we feel today, not what we see. So with that, let's close our eyes and get started. Maybe take a nice deep breath or two just to kind of settle into position at your own pace. And what we're going to do is we're going to train our attention on the feel sensory category of experience. So any sight or hearing that comes up in or out, we're just going to allow that to go to the background while we focus our attention on what we feel right now. And that includes emotion. So first off, I'd like you to just kind of maybe try and take a snapshot of the whole body. Everything we can feel, from our breath and our chest, through our body and our limbs and our legs, and all the way out to the border of our skin and the space around just outside of us, which we can still sense a little bit of heat or breeze, or just that subtle space around our body. And it's almost as if we'd zoomed out a little and we're just feeling everything all at once. Your mind might be drawn to individual points of sensation, or it might be kind of floating around from one to the other, to the other, to the other. But as best as you can, I invite you to just kind of exhale, relax, and just open up to the whole experience of feel and the entire space within which all of that feel arises. And just relax into it. Maybe even exhaling a little bit. Kind of surrendering into that space, that spacious quality of our felt presence. It's all right if your mind tries to contract around any particular experience, whether it's feeling or some distraction you hear off in the distance or a thought that arises. Anytime you notice your attention kind of contracting around experience, it's your cue to release that, whatever it is, and surrender back into the whole space in which our felt experience arises, and open up, maybe even expand it and release that attention, that feltness out as open of an aperture as possible, thinning out all of experience. It's maybe a natural opening experience for you as you relax into that spacious, whole body, expanded feeling. Or if any challenges arise, you just notice them. You do not partake in whatever contraction of experience of attention happens. You just acknowledge when it happens and gently return yourself back to that spaciousness, that expanded feeling. We're just resting, just releasing into that spaciousness. Maybe a little bit of guesswork involved, where your attention may subtly move around a little bit here, a little bit there. And that's all good. But as best you can, just continue to allow it to open up. Feel all that spaciousness within and around you. Well, hopefully you've developed a little palette for that sense, that felt spaciousness experience through this practice. And we're going to go ahead and end it right there. So with that, I invite you to open your eyes. And you might have a little bit of a nice expanded or spatial sensation going on. You don't have to snap that out right away. You can write it out and allow it in the background for however long it naturally sustains, but don't hold on to it artificially. We just have equanimity with it and allow it to dissipate naturally. All right. So mahalo for joining me. That was Feel Spaciousness. And we'll see you on the next one in the Transcendence theories. Thanks for joining.